The 1-0 pitch. To left field, Smith there, and he has to leap to make the catch as he misjudged it. But for the Cub fans, all's well that ends well. Let's go back to Mark Grace's last time at bat with the bases loaded, and it was still a 6-2 game at that point. Lefferts the pitcher. Let's look and listen. Ripped down the right field line, in there. It'll clear the bases possibly. 2 runs are home. They're waving home the third man. It's 9-2 Chicago. Back live, Bedrosian works to him. Grace was a sweet swinger from the start, hit over 300 as a rookie, but he's kicked his power game up a notch this year. He hit only 7 homers last year, and none of them at Wrigley Field. This year he had 13 home runs, and 8 of them were in this ballpark. Plus his gap power has increased. In this series he has a homer and 2 doubles. 6 for 7 with 6 RBIs, and he's found time to mix in a stolen base too.
Last night the Giants were pitching him away, playing him away, feeling that he couldn't hit the ball out the left field. The win here at Wrigley, promptly hit it right in the bleachers and left just like that, going to left field. Amazing thing about Mark Grace. Hit 300, one of the 5 in the National League this year to hit over 300. Good RBI total. 88 walks, only 42 strikeouts.
There's one, though.
Very rare. Not very often you see a guy that has almost twice as many walks as strikeouts.
Especially in the 70s and 80s. An appreciative round of applause, though, from the fans behind the Chicago dugout.
And especially a young player, just 25 years old.
Well, here's Dawson. Pitcher's slot is due. That's Mark Grace, who in total now has more than matched Will Clark.
By Dwight Smith. Talked about it earlier. Mitchell led off the 6th inning. Now here Clark leading off the 8th.
As you watch the play that Dunston made a moment ago to end the top half of the 7th, listen to his first baseman Mark Grace talk about Sean.
It feels like facing Nolan Ryan, best fastball, except at least I don't have to hit it. I can just try and catch it. Sean's got an unbelievable gift in that arm, and when it's a close play, he lets me have it every time.
Can he get it across the diamond? He is a thing of beauty to watch. A big favorite here at.
We told you about Craig and Zimmer, the longtime friends, teammates with the Dodgers and the Mets. Bouncing ball toward the hole. Dunston has a great arm. He plants and throws. What a dandy.
Maybe the best arm in the game of baseball. John Dunston, flat-footed, all the way on the line.
Chris, here's a blast to left center field, but he got it off the end of the bat, and Mitchell's going to come over and get it. So Dunston is retired. The amazing Grace tacks on 3 more. Back after this from your local station. We go. First pitch. This will be the first time they've retired him. Grace does it alone. He gets it down. Grace makes the play. He'll tag him. Successful sacrifice. Mr. Mark Grace. 5 for 6 in the series with a walk. 2 2 for 2 tonight. A double in this game. A homer in last night's opening loss for the Cubs. Now let's see what the infield does. Halfway in the middle, a bit closer at the corners. And ball 1.
There you see the scouting report on Mark Grace. He will pull the ball at times against the left-hander. You got to look for him to go the other way. Brett Butler playing on the left field side of second base.
The 1-0 pitch to the Cub cleanup hitter. Ripped down the right field line, in there. It'll clear the bases possibly. 2 runs are home. They're waving home the third man. It's 9-2 Chicago.
Talk about 2 fine players in this league emerging as young stars, Mark Grace and Will Clark. Grace with his 3rd hit of the ball game cleans the bases. Boy, some kind of hitting. Will Clark broke the game open yesterday in the 4th inning, a grand slam home run. Here a 3-run double.
He's 6 for 7 in the series, half of his hits for extra bases. And he has 6 RBIs, 3 for 4 last night, 3 for 3 tonight. Even though Dawson has struck out all 3 times, they walk him intentionally now because the pitcher with all the.
Smith did not give an inch. Pull the ball right inside the bag, but take the bat right out of Mark Grace's hands.
The fans don't like it. But would any rational man or woman in America make a different decision? Dawson, a right-handed batter, has struck out twice. Grace hit .386 and drove in 12 runs in 12 games during the regular season against the Giants. He's 5 for 6 with a homer and a double, plus a walk so far. Downs hits one down toward Grace. Last year he made 17 errors, reduced that figure to half a dozen in 1989.
The count goes all the way to 3-2, and Kelly Downs, who only went to the plate 22 times all year, a good swing and hit that ball in a pretty good part of the bat. Remember Bilecki earlier in the game, he got to the count to 3-2, and even when a pitcher can go up there and
expected during the course of the game, so we should be home free. The runner goes. Salazar reaches out, pokes it toward the vacated spot, but Thompson gets back, and the throw is in time. Now the other man heading for third, and he's out. With the Cubs in front 6-0, Grace can afford to smile as he hands the helmet to Chuck Cottier. Will Clark alertly pegged it across the diamond for the out.
Is he something or what? I mean, he is on his toes all the time.
And we're back after this from your local station. Tom, a close play at third.
Terrific play by Will Clark at first, spinning and throwing over to Matt Williams. Williams blocked the bag. I don't think he ever got to the bag. The throw was late just by a fraction. The foot got there before the throw, before Williams could make the tag. But I think he had the bag was blocked. Great positioning by the third base umpire, Charlie Williams. Right onto, he had his nose right in there, right on top of it.
Move on to the bottom of the second, and Grace takes a ball that Dunston has a tendency to drift out of position. at shortstop.
One of the things in that situation, Terry Kennedy is not going to be going to third. He does not have good speed. You look at Zimmer, you saw Don Zimmer, you saw him point the finger. I would guess, that's a guess, I would say he's pointing to the scoreboard. Look at the score, 6-0. Kennedy's not going to go anywhere. Play back, prevent the single.
Toward the hole, but to his left, Thompson, and he can't come up with it. Probably scored a hit. And if so, Grace is 5th of the series. Let's find out for sure about that. Two runs home in the first. Line drive left field that could produce a third. Grace being waved in. No throw. 3-0 Chicago.
Russell will fool you too. He'll pop the ball 90 miles an hour once in a while when he needs a strikeout. He can get it when he needs them. He may only have 5 or 6 of those fastballs during the entire game, and he'll save them for certain spots when he needs it. He threw one of those pitches right by Dwight Smith.
The infield in with Grace at the plate. He burns San Francisco pitching to the tune of 386 during the regular season, then went 3 for 4 with a homer last night. Another foul. Ryan Sandberg at third has hit for the cycle in the series now. He had a double homer and single last night and a triple here in the first. A ball and a strike.
You see a big sequence of fastballs from Rick Russell. Just changing speeds, not necessarily change up. He may go through an entire game and throw but 10 breaking balls and just vary the speeds on his fastball.
Breaking ball high and away, 2-1. This will get the run home and maybe more. Way back in right and off the ivy. At least a double. Grace is content with that. 2-0 Cubs.
These Cubs have been very resilient all year long. Best hitter consistently on their ball club. Mark Grace hit .314 during the year. Russell's pitches are very flat, not much steal.
Had him leaning and got him.
Good move by Bilecki. A couple of steps, and you can see that Brett Butler is on his way to second base. Both these managers very aggressive. They are not afraid to make aggressive mistakes.
Now Thompson lifts a pop-up, and Grace tucks it away for the second out. One more look at the pickoff, and you'll see Thompson's right shoulder. He makes the little move, and then he can't get back.
You can feel the emotion here at Wrigley Field, the people loving that out.